Hello and welcome back. My name is Rob Hoopy. I am your host, and this is a follow-up video to a sister video where we looked at using Google's keyword tool to identify keywords to help create a domain name that was available. We identified the domain name, and just to go back and recap that in a few seconds, we looked at job search website, which was taken, but we then did best job search website, which at 170 isn't much, but for our purposes will fit, because we just really wanted to have a site with some natural traffic, if we could get enough SEO on it, as well as just to have a good website with an easy to remember name that someone might actually type in Google's web browser or any web browser. And we did feel that someone might actually type in best job search website. Might be something I type in. And so we're going to try and purchase that now. In the previous video, we used oneand1.com. That's one, the number one, and one.com. And now I'm going to show you Bluehost, kind of where I do for my hosting. As I watched the previous video, one thing that I realized I left out is why we would actually go through Google's keyword tool and try and figure out what people are searching for and using that search terms and then creating your website address out of that. The reason is because if you can have an exact match domain name, the name of your website, to what someone's searching for in Google, you'll get a little bit more relevance for that, which means you're going to rank higher quicker. It's not everything. You still need to do some search engine optimization. You're still going to need to write some really good content. You're going to have to, probably do a little bit of self-advertising through Facebook, through Twitter, through, I like to use Yahoo Answers and answer questions related to my website topic, and then I can add links back to the website. So you still have to do all that stuff, but if you have the exact search term, you're going to rank higher faster. So that's one of the things that reasons we do that. I realized at the end of the video I didn't cover that piece. Okay, so now that I want to buy it, I just want to show you the control panel of Bluehost and how easy it is to really set up a website. Okay, I'm fairly transparent, so you're gonna see my name. Even though I said my name's Rob Hoopy, it's gonna say Rob Naho'opi'i. It's just so difficult to say. I've just learned after I left Hawaii, without going into too many details about myself, when I left Hawaii and moved to the mainland, I just started going by shorter names just to keep it simple. Okay, this is the cPanel. I've already have an account with Bluehost with all my other websites on it, and so we need to go to the domain manager. And so you'll get to see kind of what that looks like. You even get to see my websites. I don't mind. Here's all the websites I've purchased. A lot of these are related to healthcare, except for Awesome Wii Games. That was with my nephew. We started a little website called AwesomeWiiGames.com. I haven't done a lot with it, so I feel bad. But someday I'll have time, and I will. So he posts stuff about Mario Kart and things like that. Okay. So, the one thing I wanted to share, I kind of mentioned, you could buy your website through oneand1.com and just port it over to Bluehost or whatever your hosting service is. The reason I don't, it's just so much easier to have it in one place. And the way I think about it is, even though I bootstrap in a lot of areas, for me to have all my domains in one place makes sense. Not to mention, one-and-one, it's $5 for the first year. Then it goes to $10 each additional year anyway. So I would say $5 for the first year. But what I really want to do is just kind of keep something simple. So in some cases, I'm willing to say, for $5, I'd rather have it all at Bluehost, not have to port it over, and just have it all available here. Then every time I sign in, I can look, when are they up for expiration? Do I want to continue that website, or is it time to cancel it? Like pharmacytechhelp.com, I ended up changing it to pharmacytechnicianhq.com, and so I'll probably let that expire. So if you're interested in a pharmacy technician website, that'll be available after September 21st. The Honest Pharmacist is a website that my wife and I developed that we never, I developed for my wife. She's also a pharmacist, and she had some other interests, so it was just sitting there. Someday I hope to use that site as well. But 340bprogram.org, it's my only .org, and that's up and running and going, and so we're happy about that. Okay, so to purchase the domain, it was as simple as one-and-one. I literally just type in the keyword to what I want. So we wanted best job search website. And because I've already been here doing this and playing, it's already in there. Make sure you check your spelling, because if you spell that wrong, it's a bad thing. Now, I should mention Bluehost and one-on-one, I think it's the same price. But if you sign up for hosting, and both of them have hosting for the first year, which is a great deal, $4.99 a month for 12 months right now as of 2011. So it's basically $60 for your first year. It gives you your first website domain name as part of that cost, plus 1 year of hosting where you can set up your website. For $60, you can be fully operational and going, getting content up, building traffic, creating your product, or just affiliate links, which if you don't know what any of those things are, I plan to create future videos showing you how to do that as well, so you can have a one-stop shop for learning. But basically, I mean, I was so amazed when I got started with this less than a year ago. I've only been doing this for 9 months, almost 10 months, and just amazed at how really easy it is to do some of this. Now the content part, I'll tell you, that's the hard part. You have to write good content, otherwise people won't come, or they won't come back. And they definitely won't buy from you or click on your affiliate links if you're just writing crap. So write good content and you'll be good to go. Okay. So I'm ready to. The other thing, Bluehost will also show you more suggestions. So kind of like one-on-one did. The reason I did one-on-one in the previous video is because it did it all in one place. So now that I have that, it checked, it's available. I go to next. I just wanted to show people some things in here. I typically leave it on automatically renew before it expires. In the previous screen I showed you where I had all the websites listed, I can change this setting to, cancel at the end of my current year. Do not automatically renew, where I get emails telling me I need to renew it. I leave it on automatic. It's $10 if it hits. If the website's up and running, then I'm going to keep it. This website I plan on keeping. It's a pretty cool website. Domain privacy, I'm a pretty open book. You see my name's there. I did this video. I don't mind if people know who owns the domain name. They're going to come see my name there and my contact information. If they want to email me and say, hey, do you want to sell it, or what's up with this, I don't mind. I kind of put all my information out on the website anyway, so I don't pay the extra $10 for privacy. If you do check that and you're interested in privacy, what happens is when someone looks up your website, it'll actually say, in this case, Bluehost.com. It won't have your name. It'll have Bluehost.com. So it kind of blinds people trying to figure out who owns the website. But for me, I like to create podcasts and video casts as you're watching right now, and just tell you who I am. So there we go. You do have to say I do agree to the domain registration agreement, which I have read, and if it's your first time, go ahead and read it. It's important. Then you add it to your shopping cart. And then we wait. Let's see if there's any other key pointers in there. As soon as we're done adding it to the shopping cart, which I probably won't finish on this video, but I'm going to flip over to the cPanel you see there in the top corner, just to show you how easy it is. But really, if this is where you're going, if this is your first time, you sign up for your hosting account, you add your domain name to your cart, and you're good to go. So there's some personal information from me. Prefer you don't call me direct. I'm not going to put my credit card CVV2 in there, but it's that simple. $10, that's it. I own my domain name. Okay, back to the cPanel. I'm going to come back and do that here in a minute after I turn off the video. Let's see. Okay, so WordPress, WordPress.com. If you click on WordPress, so once you have once you purchased your service and you have your website up, you click on this simple script installation in this section. You click on WordPress, it just puts in this generic template, but your website is up. It's literally that fast. From the point when you buy your website to get your WordPress site up is minutes. From there, you're going to do some editing and make it your own. You're going to look through over 1,000, okay, hopefully you don't look through 1,000, but there are thousands, but you're going to look through hundreds of free WordPress templates that you can use to make your site look the way you want it to look out of the template. You may even decide to purchase some premium themes, which have a little higher end stuff on it, but most of my sites run off free WordPress sites, and they just do just great. WordPress has all these different tools you can add on for all these added functionality. It really is that simple. So hopefully that kind of makes sense and give you a basic understanding and made you feel more comfortable with purchasing a hosting service and picking your domain name and the process for actually adding it. And in the end, if it's your first time, the last thing I want to repeat is it's really that simple, and there's really no reason to start, because for $60 you can be up and running and at least trying it out to see if this is for you. And once again, my recommendations are to read the book The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. That'll really get you juiced and pumped up to do it, and kind of you start building something for your future. And also Gary Vaynerchuk, the book Crush It, just to kind of give you some more motivation. Just get out there and do it. So once again, thank you for watching, and have a great day.